Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy 2KJ Gaming back here today with another video. So in today's video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about why the Boston Celtics should not trade for Kawhi Leonard. And as you guys know, I'm a big Celtic fan, so I might get a little too hyped for this video because I strongly believe we don't need Kawhi Leonard. So we're going to go ahead and hop into number one. So like I said, the number one reason I feel like we shouldn't trade for him is because simply we don't need him. I mean, this year we were one win away from dethroning LeBron James and the Cavaliers and going to the NBA Finals. Now, we probably more than likely weren't going to win against the Warriors with 4 All-Stars. And like I said, one win away from beating LeBron and going to the Finals without 2 All-Star players. And these 2 All-Star players, they're not like a Draymond Green, where they only average like, 8-9 points. Nah, these guys are legit scorers. They get buckets. Kyrie Irving, you already know. These 2 players, Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving, they average over 20 points per game. These are 20-point per game scorers. And like I said, one win away, from the NBA Finals with these 2 guys. So I feel like we just need to keep this group that we have. We just need to keep it. And I for sure think we're going to the NBA Finals next year, because I really don't see, like, if LeBron joins Philly, I really don't see, I'm not scared of that. I still feel like we can get past that. If he goes, I mean, there really isn't another place he could go to that really scares me in the East. I mean, maybe Milwaukee, but I don't think he would want to go to Milwaukee, especially since I hear that they're trying to move Bledsoe and Jabari Parker because Giannis wants to be happy there. So I don't know what's going on there. Number 2, I feel like Jalen Brown, they're probably going to want Jalen Brown in the trade. And I feel like Jalen Brown has a lot of potential. Like, he's really good. Last year, he only averaged about, I think, 6 points. And this year, he's averaging 14 or 15 points. So what is that? That's like a 8 and 9 points more than what you got last year. And think about it, he was also sharing the ball with Kyrie, Jason Tatum, Al Horford. He's not really a scorer, but he wants his touches too. So I feel like Jalen Brown, he has a lot of potential. And Jalen Brown kind of reminds me of Kawhi Leonard because in their first rookie year, they weren't really playing as much. They were bench players. And now their second season, they both got more minutes and they started a lot more games. They started basically every game. And both of them, they play under really, really good coaches. Obviously, Greg Popovich and Brad Stevens. So I wouldn't want to trade Jalen Brown. I feel like he has a lot of potential in the NBA. Moving on to number 3, I feel like the Spurs would probably want way too much for them. They would probably want Terry Rozier, who's, a really good 6-man or starter. Jalen Brown, like I said. Gordon Hayward to match the contracts, and probably the Sacramento pick that we have next year. And that's probably going to be a top 3 pick because Sacramento Kings are probably going to do bad next season. So that's like a top 3, top 5 pick right there. And all that just for Kawhi Leonard. I don't really see, we're getting a 20 something point scorer, and we're losing a 20 point scorer, like a 10, 15, depending on if he's starting or coming off the bench. Jalen Brown, another 14, 15 points. And then, the Sacramento Kings pick, which is going to be top 3. I just feel like we're giving up way too much for that. Number 4, let's just say the trade goes down, right? We trade away Jalen Brown, Terry Rozier, the pick, and Gordon Hayward for Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard may only be a rental. I think next year, at the start of next season, he only has 1 year left on his contract. And imagine if he just does us dirty and he dips, right? Like, he comes to Boston, says, what he usually says, like, oh yeah, I'm glad to be here, blah, blah, blah. And then he just dips in free agency because he doesn't like the market. He said that he wanted to play like in a big city. So like LA, New York, I think Miami, somewhere like that. And Boston really isn't too flashy. I don't think so. It's not really like a big name. Not a lot of people, want to go live out there. They want to live like in LA, Miami, New York, somewhere like that. And I feel like if he does that, if he only comes and, just for 1 year, we're basically screwed because we just gave away a young asset in Jalen Brown, the pick, which, like I said, top 3, top 5, Terry Rozier, a really good player, and Gordon Hayward, an all-star, just for 1 year rental. So I wouldn't risk it. I don't think he would want to sign back with us, even if we do like go to the finals and win the championship. I kind of feel like he doesn't want to stay there, long term or anything like that. So I don't think we should do that. And number 5, this one's kind of a stretch, but what if he's kind of hurt? What if he's not the same player? Now, I know that's really stupid to say, but it's just, maybe it's true because he didn't want to play this season. He didn't want to play. He only played 9 games, I think. He didn't want to come back for the playoffs, even though the San Antonio Spurs like cleared him to play. You know, they said, you know, you could go ahead, come back to the playoffs, you're good. And he still didn't want to come play. I felt like he was kind of scared to come back and play. So, you know, maybe his body's, you know, all good, but what if it's just like a mental thing where, you know, he's thinking like, nah, I don't want to get hurt again. You know, too much pain. You know, I was out for too long. I don't want to get hurt like that again. So you never know that. And like I said, that's a mental thing. So we can't tell. Only he could tell. But anyways, that's going to be the 5 reasons why I think we shouldn't trade for Kawhi Leonard. So in the comments down below, let me know what you guys think about this list. Do you guys agree with it? Did I miss something out? And let me know in the comments, like I said. And let me know if you're a Celtics fan or a Spurs fan, or even if you're not a Celtics or Spurs fan, let me know what type of fan you are in the comments down below. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.